Interesting facts about dogs you never knew. Every dog parent assumes that they are well briefed about all dog facts. But besides knowing their favorite treats, there are more interesting facts about dogs that would make you think your dog is a superhero. Dogs are a man's best friend is one of the most famous dog facts we have all heard. But here are 10 interesting secret facts about dogs we've put together so that you can understand your dog better. At the end of the video, we will be sharing you a tip that could save your dog's life and prevent you from making a common mistake that dog parents make. The first interesting secret fact of dogs is that their sense of smell is 40 times better than humans. The area of the brain that recognizes smells in a dog is 40 times more than that of a human being, which means your dog can pick up more smells than you can even imagine. This is why they train dogs to sniff out drugs or other illegal substances at airports and police investigations. The next, still based on their smell sense, is that they can sniff medical problems. I guess you never knew that dogs can detect medical issues that may have come up in your body. Because of their heightened sense of smell, dogs can be trained to sniff out any medical conditions. Professionals have been able to train dogs to diagnose any particular conditions and alert owners if they require additional medical attention. Next fact is that they are fast and can beat a cheetah. Unbelievable, right? Adding to the list of interesting facts about dogs, most dogs could outrun a cheetah. Did you know the fastest dog breed are the greyhounds? Within seconds of starting a run, they can reach a speed of 45 miles per hour. You might be wondering, how would that speed beat a cheetah? Well, cheetahs can only run at 70 mph for 30 seconds, whereas greyhounds can handle running at 35 mph for more time and distance, making it super easy to outrun a cheetah. Another interesting fact is that dogs don't cool off like humans do. Of course, dogs do sweat, but we don't expect them to have drenched armpits anytime soon. We humans sweat so that our bodies can cool down, whereas dogs produce an oily substance rich in pheromones that usually humans can't detect. They cool off by panting, which helps the circulation of necessary air through their bodies to cool down. However, dogs with short faces, because of the structure of their upper airways, cannot cool down by panting and are unable to tolerate high temperatures. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and also share this video to your favorite pet owners to see if they knew this secret facts already. Next secret I bet you didn't know is that dogs can be left or right-pawed. Several researches have been conducted on this topic, and it has been discovered that dogs, like humans, have a preferred hand or paw for leading. You can figure out which paw is dominant by giving your dog a toy or setting up an interactive course and seeing which paw they use first. Another way is by asking for a high five, paying attention to which paw he uses, and rewarding him with a yummy doggy treats. Did you know that dogs have super sensitive hearing? Dogs can hear considerably higher frequencies than humans, but did you know they can also hear farther? Dogs are able to hear softer sounds than humans, allowing them to hear things that are further away. This is why we see dogs help with rescue missions and their willingness to work. While their nose will be their primary tool for tracking, their hearing can also be very useful, particularly as they approach closer to whatever they're hunting for. Still on their hearing, dogs have muscles controlling their ears. Funny, right? We are sure you would have noticed that your dog's ears move around a lot. They have about 18 muscles in their ears that allow them to move them. These allow dogs to slightly shift the direction of their ears in order to better hear noises around them, and they serve an important role in figuring out how our dogs are feeling. A dog's ears are crucial in helping them communicate with us and other canines because they express a lot of their body language through what they do with their ears. This dog fact is also the reason why your dog can hear you open their favorite dog treats from a mile away. Next facts is that they are as intelligent as a 2-year-old. Dogs have the ability to grasp over 100 phrases and signals, according to studies, putting their intelligence and understanding of humans on par with a 2-year-old. But adding to this fun fact, dogs are easier to train than a 2-year-old. On account of their emotional and physical capabilities, they're utilized for a variety of roles, from military roles to support dogs. Another secret about dogs is that they have a sense of time. You're correct if you believe your dog can tell when it's time for dinner or a walk. Dogs are aware of our routines and habits, as well as the passage of time. One study looked at how dogs reacted to their owners being gone for long amounts of time. Here is a secret key to keeping your dogs healthy and happy. The last interesting secret fact about dogs is that they have sweat glands on their paws. The sweat glands are discovered between their paw pads, to be precise. That's the reason why, on a hot day, wetting the bottoms of their feet can be helpful, and it's also why dogs use panting to cool off. Their paws help them maintain a body temperature, and that's why you can see them cooling off on cold surfaces during hot days. Now that you know how dogs cool off during summers, have you wondered how they stay warm during winters? Here are bonus tips for our viewers in colder regions on how to keep your dogs warm during the winter or cold weather. A dog can be a great companion during winter. While many dogs might enjoy the winter, there are a few things you need to watch out for. Keeping your dog warm during winter is one of them. A healthy, thick coat of fur will definitely keep them warm. However, all pets can develop a cold and can catch frost bites, sniffles, flu, or pneumonia. Hypothermia in dogs is another common occurrence where your pet's body temperature levels get low when they spend too much time outside in the cold, which is especially true if your dog is already ailing from a heart condition or diabetes. Here are some ways on how to keep your dog warm in winter. Firstly, avoid long walks. Instead, play indoor games to warm up their bodies. Dogs in winter do need their exercise on a daily basis, however, it is best to be a little cautious during this season. Especially early in the morning or late at night when the temperatures are at their lowest, it is advisable to stick to shorter walks and indulge in more indoor playtime. This will ensure that they get their daily dose of exercise and fun while keeping the cold winters at bay. Though the average body temperature of dogs is around 38.3 to 39.2 degrees C, which is higher than that of a human, it still is imperative to keep your dog protected from harsh weather conditions. Secondly, create a warm spot for cold nights. Many dog owners think that their pooch is fine without extra blankets during the winter because it has fur, but veterinarians advise giving your dog warm clothes or keeping them warm by spreading a blanket. You can also add extra layers of a fluffy blanket underneath them to provide that extra coziness. Most often, if the temperature is a tad too cold for you, it's likely to be the same for your pets too. Next tip is to buy a doggy jacket. Some breeds that have lush coats may be able to handle cold weather better than breeds that are smaller and with shorter fur. You can get your pooch a jacket or sweater to wear when you're outdoors together. Buy a jacket that fits snugly and that isn't too tight. You should also make sure that it doesn't have zippers or any metallic attachments that can cause irritation or pose a choking hazard. If your dog doesn't warm up to the idea of wearing the jacket, you can keep them outdoors for a shorter period of time during the day and let him spend more time indoors at other times. Fourthly, take care of those cute paws. During winter, a dog's paws can get wet from an early morning walk, so it's important to wipe the paws dry before they get inside. If the dog's paws look dry and chapped, they can be moisturized with coconut oil or any other safe dog moisturizer. Number 5 is to use a heater or a heat lamp. If you find that the temperatures are too cold, you can use a heater that is safe to keep in the doghouse or anywhere close to it. If you don't wish to do that, you can also place a heating pad underneath the layers of blanket to ensure there is some source of heat close to the dog. The next tip on the list is to ensure that they are well fed. If your dog is well fed, their body is bound to stay a little warmer than when they haven't had enough to eat. You can give them healthy dog treats in between meals to ensure they chew and keep themselves active. You can also warm up the food a little before you serve them to your dog. Lastly, keep their coats dry and clean. Ensure to wipe their fur thoroughly right after a walk in the morning. This will make sure that their coats are dry and act as an insulation towards harsh temperatures. When you bathe your dog, you should ensure that their body, ears, and paws included is dried properly. Now, how cold is too cold for a dog? When you are thinking of how cold is too cold for a dog, temperatures that are below 0 degrees C are definitely very cold for dogs in winter. Therefore, you should ensure that you don't allow your dog outside for long periods. Just like humans, very young dogs and senior dogs are more susceptible to cold winters. A thick coat may protect your dog, but their ears, nose, tail, and paws are still more exposed than the rest of its body. If you find symptoms like lethargy, watery eyes and nose, sneezing, shivering, or general weakness in your pet, then it can be a sign of your dog feeling cold. At such times, if your dog has an outdoor kennel, it is crucial to bring them inside. You should also be sure to change your dog's drinking water every now and then to provide them water that is of the right temperature. In steel bowls, water tends to run cold very soon when exposed to the open air. You can check the body temperature of dogs to ensure that they are under the normal range. This will give you a clear idea of whether your dog is cold or comfortable. You can also give them healthy hard chew bars to keep them nibbling and chewing, which will ensure that they don't just go cold without any activity. These hard bars will let your dogs exercise their jaws, which can be a great source of calcium for their teeth and other essential proteins and vitamins. These fun facts about dogs are truly an eye-opener and help us see the different abilities each dog has. Our furry friends really do seem like they have superpowers with their super sensitive smell, and following the bonus tips on how to keep them warm will make their lives much more comfortable. Thank you for joining us in another informative episode of Animal Farm Africa. We hope you found the insights into our furry friends intriguing and insightful. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions for future topics, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss any of our exciting content. Until next time, keep exploring and learning about the fascinating world of animals. See you in the next video.